Welcome to the latest installment of Just Jerry. I'm Jerry Gretzinger. This is my little corner of the web. Welcome to it. Anyway, I don't keep it a secret. I do a lot of performing arts in my spare time. I like to spend some time on stage, and I've had some people on Facebook say, the next time you do a show, take a camera backstage. Show us behind the scenes. So I'm in another show, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Schenectady Light Opera Company is doing it. It opens December 4th, runs for 3 weekends. And I figured, what a better time than now to show those Facebook friends what it's like behind the scenes. So that's what this Just Jerry is all about, taking you behind the scenes of the production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Just FYI, you're going to see me playing the part of Pharaoh. If you're familiar with the show, or even if you're not, I'll tell you this much, I'm doing my best Elvis impression. Now, this is Matt Teichner, he's the director of the show, and we talk about doing behind-the-scenes stuff. And there's always so much stuff that the audience doesn't see, and that's the idea.
Oh, yeah.
They don't see what goes into it, they just see the final product. But, I mean, in this particular production, you've done a lot of theater.
Oh, yeah.
What are some of the things that are going to stick out for you as like, oh boy, I wasn't sure we'd climb that hurdle?
Well, there've been a lot of them. I mean, we've had more than a few cast members move in and out. We had tons of conflicts coming in. It just seemed like to build the cast we wanted to have, we had to deal with an amazing number of conflicts, people doing other shows, people had work conflicts and they had to leave the show. You know, we had a lot of illness. We had some people in the hospital in the cast. We had some people on the tech end of it. We had a guy wound up in a car accident. We've had just endless things that seemed like insurmountable obstacles, people moving in and out.
In the beginning, you know, I was a brother, I was understudying Joseph, but then just when Matt told me I had the opportunity to play Joseph, I mean, no matter what, you know, costume changes, what the stress level was, I was just, you know, thrilled.
Yeah.
No matter you know what the circumstances were, you know,
right.
I was gonna work my hardest to be the best Joseph that I could be, to better the show,
yeah.
And just to, you know, show to myself that, you know, what kind of performer I am.
So what was like some of the toughest things that you had to put up with doing the costumes for this show so far? You talked about the changes to the cast. So you went around and you actually had measurements done, and then people changed and had to go through it again, right? I mean,
right. And once you cut and alter something you've purchased at a retail store, they don't take it back.
Yeah. So we had to probably do things more than once then.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm assuming you probably had to do some kind of tailoring and alterations several times.
Yes.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Every single time I forget how much drama is involved with getting everything the way you want it, making everything come together. But once it does, it couldn't be more worth it.
It's the drama the audience never sees, right?
Right, this is the thing the audience never sees.
Right.
They only knew what went into making a show. But in the end, it turned into a blessing because we really wound up with the perfect cast for the show.
You know, we talk about this being a backstage tour, so really I should show you the backstage area. This is downstairs of the stage, and you know, this is an old theater. They've actually sold it. They're moving into a church, and over all the years, they've actually adorned the walls in the dressing rooms and even the ceilings with all the different names of the plays they've done. I mean, we're going back decades here, but they've got them all over the place. So you want to talk backstage, this is some of the interesting stuff. Here, look, we're doing Joseph. This is when they did Joseph the last time, Joe in the coat. You know, there's the history here, anyway. Okay, here's my son and my wife, who are also in the play. And I'm not going to tell you what parts they play. Actually, it'll be a bonus. You have to come see the show to find out. My son, boy, what a great babysitter Game Boys are, aren't they? They keeps them quiet during the rehearsal. Most of the time, right? Speechless. But she delivers her lines in the play with ease, right?
Absolutely.
Talk to me, too, about, you know, the whole decision to do things a little differently.
Sure. When I got the show, I'd done the show here 18 years ago. I was the assistant director for it. And I love the show, but I always like to look at a way to, you know, when it's appropriate. It's not always appropriate. But when it's a show like Joseph that's fairly malleable, I always like to look at a new way to tell the story and something that will make it a little bit more accessible. I mean, Joseph was written 40 years ago. It's a brand new audience for it now. And so I said to myself, you know, what's going to help make it more accessible to the audience now. So I wanted to urbanize the production a little bit, and I wanted to put some elements of hip hop into it. But the thing that's been really funny about this is there was suddenly this huge furor over my changing the show.
When they talk about hip hop, when they first suggested it to you, when the idea came up, what did you think?
I thought, I do not know how we're going to do this. This is really new to me.
Yeah. How's it going? Is it coming together?
Yeah, after looking into it, it makes sense.
It's not your mother's Joseph.
But for the most part, it's the same production of Joseph that you're used to seeing. It just has a little flavor and a little spice in it that you're not used to, which will make it a new experience, and you can enjoy it all over again.
I like flavor and spice.
I do too.